Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of these nasty eye bags and how I do my base of my face. Usually I would go off camera and do it real quick, then come back, but I figured I would show you in a video. This is going to be an actual two-part video. I'm going to do my base on this video, and then I will do my eyes on the next video. So make sure you go and check that one out as well. I will link it down below once I post that one. First, I'm going to start off by putting off this mop of a hair. Oh, get it out of my face, man. Look, now you can see my pretty face. Usually I do my makeup with my hair up like this so I don't get any foundation or anything in my hair. So, the first thing I'm going to do is put a hydration on my face. This is a cream from 43 Beauty, so I'm just going to take 1 or 2 pumps, rub it in my hands a little bit, and just rub it all over my face. Then I like to take an extra pump and take about half of that pump and then run it underneath my eyes. Because I get these weird lines right here. And they make all my foundation stick right in those lines, but I am going to show you how I get rid of those lines today. So, hydration is on. Next, I do a primer. I'm going to go with the ColourPop All-Star Concealer. I'm going to put that all around my face, except for my T-zone. So just the bottom of my cheeks, and then the outer edges and the top of my forehead. And then my chin. My chin. And then I'm going to take the Pore Fessionals by Benefit, and I'm going to put that on my T-zone. I know I have a travel size. I need to get a new one. I did have a big one, and then I had this for backup. So I need to get a new one. So I'm just going to take that and put it right here in my T-zone. So beside my nose, a little bit on my nose, the center of my forehead, and then my chin. So you just want to rub it in a circular motion. That's what I do. This is like tinted my skin color. So you just want to rub it where your T-zone is, or where you didn't put that initial primer at. Okay. Now in the middle of my forehead. Like so. Now I have a little bit left on my hand, so I take it and kind of scrape it off, and then I will put it in where the line is right here to kind of blur and blend that line. Just like so. Okay. And if I have any extra, I put it in my smile lines. Just like so. Alrighty. The next thing I do is the foundation. I'm going to use the Double Wear foundation. Whenever it's like really hot out, I don't like this foundation because it's way too thick, so I mix it with a thinner foundation, like the ColourPop foundation, or I had the Rainforest of the Sea foundation as well that has the little pump dropper in it. The only thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't have a like pump or like a spoolie or something in there to help. But other than that, I like wearing it. I'm going to take my Sephora brush. It's the Pro Air brush in number 55. And I just dip that a little bit in there, and then I kind of wipe the excess off at the bottom of my hand, and then I will go in circular motions. This is why I like to put my hair back, because it always goes in front of my face, and then it gets knocked into my foundation. Now, this kind of looks weird at first because I have a lot of redness around on my skin. So I like to color match my foundation to my neck colors because I have so much redness. A lot of the times, whenever I go to get color corrected, it shows up in the color correcting like software and it doesn't match me right. I don't know, it just is weird sometimes. Like the one time I got color matched, I forget what foundation it was because I took it back, and it was so like not my right color. It was bad. So if you have a lot of redness, like me, I suggest if you want to try a foundation, go to the store and actually have them color match you, but then put the colors here from your chin down onto your neck, and if it blends really well into your neck, that's your perfect foundation shade. And also, before you buy it, if you have an extra like 15 to 20 minutes to spare, let that sit on your face, because some foundations oxidize real bad, and that can help as well. So I always make sure whenever I'm shopping for makeup that I have that extra time so I can let it sit there and see what it looks like on my skin. La-di-da. Okay, I need a little bit extra because I need a little bit more here. See, the only thing that stinks about this bottle, you either get too much foundation coming out or you get not enough. And if you see me looking over here, I have my Jeffree Star mirror over here to my left of me. So I just want to keep blending in. Now sometimes this foundation doesn't like to be layered. It depends on the weather, and it depends on the heat. The other day I wore this and it was raining out, and I tried to layer it and it was not working for me. Which kind of stinks, but I have other foundations here that I like as well, and I just wipe this all off and try again. Okay, and don't forget to blend down that neck. I blend mine down pretty far. Okay, dokie. got this all down. Now I like to take a beauty blender and then put the extra foundation that I have on my hand, and then I will just look, and if I see anything that needs a little bit extra coverage, like right here on my cheek, I will go in and bounce a little there. But I'm not worried about covering this right yet because we are going to color correct and do the concealer. So I like to bounce it up in my hairline. Alrighty. And then around my nose and then around my eyebrows because I can't really get there very good. Alrighty. Now, I'm looking kind of crazy. Don't worry. Now we are going to color correct the pigmentation around the eye. I've been using the Jefree Star color corrector in peach. I find a lot of brands are way too peachy for me. But the Jefree Star color corrector has been the perfect peach shade that I have been liking. So I like to take my beauty blender and then I will pounce that up in there like so, because then I can blend that in with the foundation around here. And I like to pounce the color corrector clear up into my eye socket because there is some darkness right in there. So I just like to go around and then tap my spot lines as well. Now I got color corrected. Next thing I'm going to do is take C4 in the Jeffree Star concealer. And I'm going to make a triangle, but I don't do the triangle like this, like how people normally do it. I go down the nose here, right here, and then I do a long triangle like this. And that's how I conceal. I don't do the triangle that goes like this. I do it out that way. And this really helps conceal that line that goes down instead of that goes across. So down the nose, and then we're going to go across this way. Need to dip a little bit more, like so. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but trust me, it helps. Then I'm going to just go a little bit here, a little bit on my nose, like that, a little bit on my chin, and then I'm going to conceal right here, because I have a pimple right there. Now, instead of blending this out right away, I will let it sit for a little bit. So, I'm going to let it sit. Do, 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 do. I let it sit for a couple minutes because it's really wet, and I think if you let it dry down a little bit, it works a little bit more for the coverage. And you can tell that it's starting to dry when the shininess starts to go down a little bit. I will usually start blending out my forehead, my nose, and my chin first because they don't need to be dried down that much. And then I leave my bottom of my eyes for last. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my nose. Blend this out a little bit. Ooh. And then I'm going to blend this out. Sometimes I will go back my big beauty blender. Well, this ain't the beauty blender. These are the Morphe Jefree Star blenders. I do have a beauty blender though, but I kind of like these a little bit better. Blend that a little bit. And I'll do my chin as well. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna leave my under eyes sit for just a couple more minutes, and then we will blend it out. do 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 do. Na 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 na. Now with my eyes, I like to blend the bottoms out and work to the top, and I'm going to leave the top part not as blended as the bottoms. So I'm going to take a little sponge and just start lightly pouncing at the bottom. Like so. Just to get that harsh line out of there first. And then I will go up my nose. And then in the middle. And then I will take the excess and go up into that little socket area as well. And then there's still a little bit of line there. I will go back in with my bigger beauty blender or blender sponge. And then just tap that out so it blends seamlessly. Okay, and then we'll do the other side as well, the exact same. Start with the bottom, go up the nose, into the eye socket, and then in the middle. And we'll switch to the bigger one and then blend out this harsh line. I know this looks kind of crazy right now, but it's gonna work. Okay, after you get all that blended out, I take the Nye Banana Powder, and I have a old kitchen plate that I put it on. If your lines start to crease between setting, I just go back in just lightly and go like this to blend it out. And then I take an old puff from a foundation that I had. I cleaned it up, threw the foundation away, and then we're going to pack the banana powder right in to your under eyes. We'll pack it there. Now, if you have really dry under eyes, I suggest you not packing it, or put a really good hydration cream underneath your eyes. We're just going to keep packing it like so. And this banana powder will help brighten your underneath your eyes as well. So now you can hardly see those lines. Now, this side is a little bit worse than this side, so I like to get up in there really good and powdering this side. Now I let this sit, and I take my Jeffree Star powder, and a big fluffy brush. And just tap this in like this. And then I go and powder the rest of my face. The one that I'm using is the rose color. In his collection line. Actually, I think it complements my face a little bit more. The translucent was a little bit translucent for me. It was kind of more a white on me, so I exchanged that for this. Now since I have that little pimple there, I'm going to bop this on like this and then powder around it. And then I'm going to let this bop sit a little bit there until I come around again. I'm going to let this underneath here sit and do my contour for now. What I use is the Hoola contour. I have Jefree Star JS2 brush, and I just swirl it around there, and then I go right here where my cheeks are, and then right here as well, and then I go right on my chin, and I go down my chin a little bit because I have a double chin and I like to contour that so it doesn't look as big. Like so, and then I take some and put right here on my forehead. Like so. Alrighty, now I am going to go off camera and do my eyes, and you'll have to catch my eye look on the next video. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back with the eye look. If you want to see this eye look, you'll have to jump onto my next video. I paired it with core fixation on my lips. Now I'm just going to finish up the face. I already brushed off my bake in the other video, so I'm going to just put on a little bit of blush. And I only really have one blush I've been loving, and it's the Peach My Cheeks. I need to invest in some more blushes, but I just love the smell of it. I really need to buy some more blushes. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. Not much, because I don't want to take away from the eye. So, I've learned a trick that you don't want to smile and put your blush on. That's a big no-no, because if you put your blush on while you're smiling, your blush is actually going to drop to here. So to keep your cheeks up and elevated, you want to just put your blush whenever you have a straight face so it looks more lifted. Alrighty, and there is my blush. I already put some highlighter on, but I will put a little bit more on. I'm going to take this frozen fruit in the Brain Freeze palette. Just put a little bit of highlighter on above the brush. The blush. I'll put some down my nose. Boop on my tip of my nose. A little bit on my chin. A little bit on my forehead. And then I'm going to take my contour brush again, and just the excess that I have, I'm going to just run it down my nose. So it's a little bit more contoured. Just like so. Doo-doo. And now, the last thing I do is I set it with setting spray. I'm going to use this Fourth Ray Beauty Fresh AF Mist. Because I've been using the ColourPop mist, but the last time I used it, the sprayer sprayed like this big dot on the middle of my forehead, and it like messed up my whole makeup. So this has a nice mist to it. Whew. And it smells really good too. It smells like a nice florally smell. And then what I do, I take my beauty blender and I just pat right here where my cheeks are, because I don't really want that to look dewy. My forehead is right there. And then all I need to do is take my hair down. Ooh, it's crazy. And there we go. I need to straighten my hair still, but other than that, I actually really like this Taco Bell look. That's, if you want to see this look on my eyes, make sure you hit the next video. I will link it down below whenever I post it. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like my looks, and I will catch you in the Taco Bell video.